Welcome back to the Buds in the Box podcast. My name is Eric Fogarty. I'm joined with my two co-hosts today, Jude, Rondina, and Michael Feldbloom. How's it going today, guys?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Eric?
I am very good. Thank you for asking, Michael. This is like the first time you asked me, but I'm ecstatic because the
What?
Leafs played one of their best games they could ever play. Everyone was contributing. Matthews went off, Thornton went off, Marner went off, and I eat my words from last podcast because I said that Joe Thornton, Matthews, and Marner were not going to be a good line, and I didn't want to see it. Well, I'm taking that back now. Um, I do want to see it. I love it.
Guys, breaking
So,
news. Eric's not actually an NHL coach or GM, but he thinks he is and acts like he is. So if you guys didn't know, he's actually not. So
my phone just fell. Anyway, guys, yeah, so I didn't really get to watch the game because I was in the car for the first two periods. I saw the third period and it looked like it was a great game by everyone. I mean, Leafs scored three in the first two, or sorry, three in period one and period two, and then one goal in the last period. Tavares with a knipe. And yeah, everyone was contributing. Like I said, William Nylander, he finally stepped up. He got his goal. He got his assist. And then John Tavares gets his monkey off his back with that snipe in the third period. Beautiful. You guys have any overall comments?
Well, just like to kind of like break off of last, we were kind of talking about like everyone can have a bad game with Marner, and then he literally scored a highlight reel goal. And how many points? What do you have? 3 points tonight.
He had four. One goal, three assists.
4 points tonight. So, um, like like he may have had not one of his best showings last game, and then comes out one night later and lights up the game, right? So, just how quick things can change.
yeah, I just thought it's good to see Matthews staying hot again. 2 goals. So I think he's gone the last like 15 games or something except for one, he didn't have a goal, something like that.
Yeah.
12 games maybe. And it was just one of them he didn't have a goal. So
he's on a 14 or 15 game point streak, and he's a few games away from breaking the franchise record.
I think he needs 18.
Yeah, to beat Eddie Olczyk. That's crazy. Yeah, he's still so young, and he's just breaking franchise records like it's nothing. And it's not like the Toronto Maple Leafs are an expansion team. Like they've been around since like 1916. So that's insane. But yeah, Felly, did you catch a lot of the game?
I caught like after the halfway through the second.
Okay, so
not the beginning, but like halfway through the second, I kind of started watching. So, but I know Matthews' first goal was on the power play, and it was like a screenshot. But I think Thornton was the screen. So, yeah. I think that's what happened in the first. Like, what else? Who else scored in the first?
So it was Matthews first, and then Joe Thornton scored.
And then Matthews scored again in the first,
Yeah, then Matthews scored again, right?
Matthews was the second goal was the wraparound.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say wraparound. I'd say it was more. It was just a crazy play by Marner. I had Murray looking the other way.
Marner's goal was crazy.
I didn't see it yet.
Oh my god, he just walked this defenseman. Honestly, I think it was Zub, Bobby or Zub. I think it was Zub. I don't know. Wait, is Riley there, like on their team of defensemen?
Yeah, Mike Riley.
Yeah, I think it was Mike Riley then. But he just walked around him, and went like right over.
It was like there was like that much.
Yeah, there was like that much. Spotify users, there was like 3 inches of like space over between his shoulder and the. I'm sure you watched it if you're listening to this podcast. You probably watched the game, so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and then Mikheyev squeaked a goal in there on Nylander's assist.
Yeah,
Kerfoot had a good game. He's been stepping it up lately. I think he's had like 6 points in his last 6 games. So
playing well. Yeah,
Mikheyev got. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's been good to see Kerfoot stepping up. Like they're putting him into a bit of a bigger role lately. You can tell, so it's good.
Yeah, I think he was like playing the wing today or something, so that must have worked out. Connor Brown scored, and then William Nylander finally getting that monkey off his back, scoring a goal late in the second, midway through the second. And then the game after that, it was I believe 6-2. But man, let me tell you, I was in the car when Connor Brown scored his goal,
Mhm.
and I heard the announcer say 5-1. I was like, no, not again.
It was not gonna happen again. There was no chance.
Well, and it was like it was literally 5-1 with halfway through the second. I was shitting my pants.
We were extremely dominant this game.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah.
You knew that after it happening once, it wasn't gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And just to touch on that back on that first game of the series, everyone's kind of going crazy like, oh my god, the Leafs lost to Ottawa. First of all, it was an overtime, so calm down. Oh, they blew a 5-1 lead. Okay, whatever. Everyone's allowed to have a bad game. It was kind of just a terrible game by the Leafs, but like whatever. Just like they gave up. But when you think about it, 3 games against Ottawa, you can get 6 points out of it. They got 5.
Yeah.
I'm happy with 5 points out of 6. I'd be happier with 6 out of 6, but 5 out of 6 is good too. Better than 4 is better than 3 is better than 2. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just Lettinen scored on his own net, but I mean that wasn't really anyone's fault. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he kicked it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just I think Batherson threw it in front of the net off his outside foot, and I mean no one can do anything about that. And then Tavares snipe. That was like Murray thought he had that, and he was just like,
yeah, you know what? By the end of the game, I think it was kind of obvious they were going to win. So Keith switched up the lines. He put Marner with Tavares.
Yeah.
To get Tavares a goal. I think that was the main objective there. So
it's weird how our team is so good that if we just want someone to get a goal, we just put him with Marner, and it happens.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if Tavares was playing in Matthews' spot right now, he would probably have 10 goals.
Yeah.
At least. Right? Not saying he's as good a goal scorer as Matthews, obviously, because Matthews has like 16 goals or whatever. But he definitely have more goals than he does right now, just for playing with Marner. That's how it works. If Eric played with Marner, he'd have 5 goals probably in the NHL. Like,
well, I mean, you're the one with experience playing with Marner, so
that's true. Should I tell a story?
Go ahead.
All right. So last year I was at a school called the Hill Academy, and it's in Vaughan, and that's where Mitch Marner went to school when he was younger. And so he hadn't signed his contract yet. So he was still like holding out on training camp. And we were skating. So it was like September. So my team at the Hill was skating. Mitch Marner came out onto the ice with us for a couple practices. I don't know, he needed ice or whatever. So he worked out with us in the gym, and he went on the ice for our team practice a few times. And I was, we were doing 2-on-1 drills. And I came down. I didn't know who I was going with. I wasn't paying attention, but it was one of those 2-on-1 drills where like there's forwards at both blue lines, and you kind of curl and then go down 2-on-1. It wasn't like the horseshoe. It's a little bit more complicated than a horseshoe, but we were doing that, and I come down and I have the puck on my stick, and I look up. I'm like, because I'm looking back door to pass, and it was Mitch Marner back door, and I was like, oh, I have to pass to him, right? Like I can't shoot it. So I pass to him, and the pass gets like knocked away or whatever by the defenseman. And he came up to me in line, and he was like, hey man, like you got to make yourself a breakaway with the goalie when the defenseman's taking the pass like that. He was giving me like these tips and whatever, but it's funny because he told me, take the shot when it's there, and like make it kind of like you versus the goalie when the defenseman and the forward are taken out of the equation. Yet he's the one that never shoots the puck anymore.
Yeah, he's always passing now.
So anyway,
you should have when he said, hey man, you should have shot that puck. You should have been like, hey man, sign the fucking contract.
Yeah, because at the time everyone was kind of worried about his contract. Like, was he gonna sign by the season or what? So it was interesting to see him, like what he was doing while he was waiting for a contract. So yeah. Anyway,
didn't he have like a Ferrari or something?
He had so another funny story. It was my first day at school, and he's on the ice. So we didn't know he was gonna be there, and he was on the ice, and he was using our dressing room, like the prep dressing room, because it's like a nicer room than like a normal one. And I don't know why he sat in my stall. Maybe like it's because the number 16 was there or whatever. But he had his stuff all in my stall.
Maybe that was his old stall.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows? But he was sitting in my stall, like all his stuff, so his Corvette keys and his iPhone and all his shit was like in my stall. So I like walked into the room and all our like new stuff is there, like our equipment, because it was like the first day we got to see our room, and I just see like this dirty underwear in my stall and like Corvette keys and and a phone, and I was like, what the hell?
Well,
Like,
he probably could have sold his underwear.
to some creep,
okay.
yeah, or just keep it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. But no, it was that was a really cool experience to get to meet him, because he's just one of the best players in the league. Anyways.
Yeah. That was that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember calling you guys like right away. Like when I got home, I was like, oh, I just met Mitch Marner. Like I just did a 2-on-1 with Mitch Marner. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And now I have his dirty underwear in my bag. I don't know what to do with it.
I had to get dressed in a different stall because his stuff was in my stall. So yeah, but he had a nice red Corvette, I think it was. So
that's gross.
That was before he signed his big contract.
Yeah, well, he's still making $900K a year.
Yeah,
I don't think he's doing bad, guys.
Nice, good.
Yeah. So
anyway.
I mean, if you guys have any final comments on the game, I mean, it was kind of like a boring game in a sense. You knew it was gonna happen once the second period was over. So there's not really much to analyze.
Yeah. Aside from one big thing is, like Eric, you kind of said it today. But Hutch.
I was just gonna bring him up.
Would surprise us to an extent. I mean, we're used to the bad goaltending right now in this section of the season right now. It's not like we've had Anderson play we've commented on those games and say, yeah, like Anderson played good, like a couple of times, right? Like I'm not gonna lie, like Hutch had like 27 saves maybe. I don't know.
It was like 35.
He had 37 shots.
37 shots.
Yeah.
Oh my God. At the start of the second, he had.
Yeah. Well, you want to go over the stats quickly?
Yeah. Ottawa had a lot of shots in the third.
Ottawa had 37 shots. Leafs had 31.
He had a 9-21.
Leafs won. Pardon?
Shots in the third period.
I don't know that.
Here, I can pull it up real quick.
All right, but keep going, fella.
So
16.
Wow.
That's a lot. So he made some good saves. Well, think about it this way, though. They're Ottawa shots.
Yeah, but at the same time, Freddie let in 6. So
like Zub is shooting at him. So anyway, it's not Ovechkin. It's not Ovechkin or Crosby or McDavid. So
no, it's Zub. It's even better.
Yeah, it's actually Zub, the new Bobby Orr. Anyway. So Leafs had 54% of the faceoffs, Senators 46. The Leafs were 2 for 3 on the power play. Sens were 0 for 2. Senators, this is kind of crazy here. Senators had 40 hits.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And the Leafs had 10.
Huh.
Jesus.
And then giveaways, Leafs had 18, Senators had 14. So,
well, to be fair, when you generate a lot of offense, you also give it up.
Yeah, that's true. And let's see if there's any interesting stats here. Kerfoot played 17 minutes.
That's a lot.
Is that normal for him? I guess that's pretty normal. VC played 15 minutes. That's and Engvall played 13. That's good for fourth liners. That's a lot.
Yeah, but in the third period, they just rode the bottom two lines.
A lot. Yeah, they were. Mm-hmm. Out of 7 goals and only 3 against, Lettinen was -2.
Wow.
So that's not great. No. But he had 17 minutes on the ice, which also that's a lot for him.
Yeah.
Brody was +4. That's pretty.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
That means he was on all but one.
Muzzin and Hull played a lot of minutes, 21 minutes each. Tavares only played 16 minutes.
What the heck?
Jeez.
Thornton only played 15.
Yeah, but they really
scored.
They split it up a lot. Matthews played 16 as well. So
Yeah, they didn't play at all in the third period. It was all
Yeah.
Engvall and Kerfoot and
yeah,
all
you're
those
right.
guys.
And VC.
Yeah.
Does basically all like the cool stats. Matthews was 78% on draws.
Wow.
Spezza was 62. Engvall was 50. Tavares was 54.
Hmm.
How
Kerfoot
are they
was
only 54?
25%.
Oh, Kerfoot.
Yeah. So Kerfoot brought down the average. Kerfoot also had 3 giveaways. Interesting. He had 2 assists though. So anyway,
Well, yeah,
I
he
think
was
that
on
makes
the
up for it.
longer than
Marner was +4 and Matthews was +4 and Brody was +4. Those are the highest pluses, plus minuses. So
It's pretty good. Also another thing, I believe Marner is now 1 point behind Draisaitl for the league lead in points.
is he?
Yeah, and Matthews is I think 2 or 3. So
Oh, Draisaitl's the league leader right now.
no, like it's obviously McDavid, but like Draisaitl has like that 20. There's like that always that like 10-point gap between Marner and Draisaitl, and he's gotten it into like within 1.
Yeah, and now Matthews has 16 goals, and the next one is Besser with 11.
Who's played like Besser has 12, but Besser's also played 20 games. Matthews played 16.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, who's after that? Are there a bunch of guys with like 11 and 10?
So it's Besser with 12, and then Ehlers, Toffoli, and Draisaitl with 10, all in the North Division.
And you know what is interesting? I didn't even realize when Marner scored today. That was his 8th goal.
Yeah.
That's a lot for Marner, actually.
Mm-hmm. He should puck more.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the exact stats. McDavid 32, Draisaitl 28, Marner 27, Matthews 25, Kane 23. Those are the league leaders right now for points. So Matthews and Marner are right there.
Yeah, they're third and fourth.
And then goals, yeah. So Matthews 16, Besser 12, Draisaitl 10. Yeah.
If Matthews keeps this up, he's going to run away with this Rocket Richard.
Oh, yeah. Like 4 goals ahead, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot. For goals. It's hard to get 4 goals for anyone like in a short period of time. So for someone to catch him it'll be hard if he stays consistent.
And the way Vancouver's playing, like
just
go to 3rd place.
A lot of these guys who are like there, like I'd say Besser, Ehlers, Toffoli, they're I wouldn't say they're consistent, right? They score in clumps.
Yeah.
Like one game they'll just have a hat trick.
But I mean, 16 goals, that's crazy.
Yeah. And
16 goals, and how many games have they even played?
Matthews played 17. Matthews played 17, not 16. And the Leafs have played 18.
That's so hard to do at any level.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
So
Eric
can
do that in single A.
Yeah.
Eric can do that in select, so.
Yeah. But hey, I'm no Matthews. I'm close, but I'm no Matthews.
No one is, obviously.
He's close.
Who?
You said he's close.
Oh yeah, he's close. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna comment on something else. Oh yeah. Yeah. The best part of Matthews' game is his consistency. Like, I'm just gonna quickly go to his game log, but yeah. So this game he had 2 goals. Last game he had 1, 2. He had 2 games without a goal, and then before that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game goal streak. So that just shows how consistent.
And then it got broken, but then he's been on it since.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he missed 1 game with a goal, and then
pretty sure it was that Montreal like super like that 1-0 game or whatever, 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, when Marner scored the first goal, and then right. That one.
And he's not even in his prime. Like when he hits there, like it's looking really dangerous.
He's what, 24 now or 23?
Hold on, let me get a fact check on that.
Maybe even 22.
He is 23.
23, yeah.
This
so
year.
He's got a lot of time to
3 more years
be
of
in the
development.
NHL. That's not to say that he's gonna, like get 75 goals in like his prime, but
Yeah, you're gonna have. I mean, when you think about it, you're gonna have a prime Austin Matthews and a prime Mitch Marner on the same line for like multiple years.
that's true.
They're
And
the
that's not
one of
to
the
say
best
they're
duos right
not in their
now.
prime right now, but because they're, okay, the Leafs stats. You want to know the Leafs stats for the season, actually?
Sure.
Just the Leafs players?
Mhm.
Marner 27, Matthews 25, Tavares 16. That's the top three. So Tavares is 16 and 18, which is not bad. It's good.
Yeah.
So
You have
everyone's,
multiple.
kind of saying, oh, he's looking slow, he's looking bad, blah, blah, blah. He's got 16 points in 18 games, so he's still John Tavares.
He's still on empty net, so
Nylander 14, Riley 14, Muzzin 12, Spezza 10, Hyman 10, Kerfoot 10. Thornton has 8 games played, but 8 points,
Yeah,
which is crazy for Joe Thornton, a 43-year-old
I know.
guy. That's nuts. Um,
That's like LeBron James like right there.
yeah. And then you know what's interesting actually? Wayne Simmons has 5 goals and no assists.
In how many games?
So that's weird, but
Yeah. Well, what can he? He's a goal scorer. What can we say?
yeah, he's a pure goal scorer.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any other comments, I guess we'll wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. This has been the Buds in the Box. Thank you guys for listening. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like.
Yep.
And if you're on Spotify, just listen to us over and over again.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys.
If you want more podcasts, just keep listening.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.